A very good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining us for Wednesday's edition of Primetime News. I'm Selima Shimwefeleni. Leading our news bulletin tonight, President Dr. Hage Geingob today announced that the existing lockdown in the Commerce region has been extended to the whole country for a period of 14 days.
In light of the rapidly rising number of cases in the country, Cabinet has decided to further strengthen the public health regulations. The adjustment will come into force at midnight today, Wednesday, 30 June 2021, for a period of 14 days, meaning until 15 July 2021. The restriction of movement into and out of Windhoek, Okahandja, Rehoboth local authority areas has helped to contain the spread of the disease to other parts of the country. However, data confirms that the entire country is now characterized by widespread community transmission. In order to suppress further transmission of the virus, we are taking the difficult but necessary measure to extend the restriction in travel to all regions. Now travel will be permitted between regions. However, travel within the regions will be permitted. Returning residents, essential service providers, emergency medical cases, and transportation of human remains for burial purposes will be permitted entry and exit into restricted regions with the relevant permit.
President Dr. Hage Geingob today, during the COVID-19 national update, announced stricter containment measures to curb the spread of COVID-19 in the country. The head of state announced that the sale of alcohol is permitted from Monday to Thursday only.
The sale of liquor is restricted from 9 a.m. to 18 hours. Monday to Thursdays, on takeaway basis only, with exception of hospitality establishments such as guest houses, hotels, and similar establishments where residing guests may access on-site amenities. No alcohol outlet will be permitted to operate on Fridays and Saturdays. Public gatherings as defined in the regulations will be maintained at 10 persons per event. The curfew shall remain in force. However, it will be brought forward to commence from 21 hours to 4 a.m. daily, from 9 to 4 a.m. daily. All public and private schools, pre-primary up to grade 9, including early childhood development centers, are currently on a special winter holiday until 26 July 2021. B. Face-to-face classes for classes grades 10, 11, and 12 will be suspended countrywide as part of the winter holiday from 1st until 16th July 2021. C. Face-to-face classes for higher education institutions, including vocational education, training providers, are also suspended for a period. All examinations for tertiary students will be undertaken online. Business operations. All food establishments are to serve food on takeaway basis only, including restaurants, food ventures, and cabana traders. Hairdressers, tailors, beauty parlors will remain open, subject to strict adherence to public health regulations. Not more than 10 persons will be permitted inside an establishment at a time, and all persons must comply to the mandatory wearing of face masks and maintain physical distance of 1.5 meters or more.
The Independent Patriots for Change IPC on Tuesday suspended its councillor for the Windhoek Local Authority Council, Desiree Davids, for allegedly using her position to influence her land application to get approved.
The suspension letter written by IPC National Secretary General Christine Augemus and availed to NAMPA by the party spokesperson Emmanuel Neshinga said Davids is suspended as per IPC Article number 4.60 and Local Authority Code 4.1, which deals with councillors' conduct. This comes after local reports purported that Davids applied for a residential plot in Windhoek's Rocky Crest suburb and used her position as councillor to fast-track the application and get it approved despite other applications having been on the waiting list for more than 5 years. The article indicated that Davids wrote a letter dated 14 May 2021 urging the city's Housing, Property Management and Human Settlement Department to urgently submit her application for approval to council. Upon reading the article and preliminary investigation, the party suspended Davids in order to pave way for further investigations and banned her from attending council meetings or occupy City of Windhoek's premises while representing IPC. When contacted for comment, Davids acknowledged receiving the letter but declined to comment further. Josephine Simeon, NAMPA News.
Commerce Governor Laura McLeod Kashirwa today announced that the Regional Council has constructed 137 toilets in the Windhoek rural constituencies at the total value of 2.2 million Namibian dollars in order to improve rural sanitation.
The governor made this announcement during the 2021 Commerce State of the Region address in the capital. She said these toilets were constructed in areas like Farm Arab, Arofley, Dordabis, Wilgemoye, Farm Garib, Nausport and Verdruk. The toilets are expected to benefit close to 1,175 households, while 84 additional toilets are under construction at the total value of 1.2 million Namibian dollars. She added that her office is also in consultation with the city of Windhoek to take measures in order to improve the current sanitation system in the city to ensure that it reaches its potential in terms of contributing to sustainable urban development, especially to the most vulnerable members of society. George Hendricks, NAMPA News, Windhoek.
Stand by for your top roundup. And now a look into the world of business and economics. 4 local authorities failed to furnish Auditor General Junius Kanjeke with documentary evidence of how they spent at least 213 million Namibian dollars.
For the better part of the past 10 years, Kanjeke gave authorities exemption on audit fees and related training to bolster their accounting capabilities. But this exercise has yielded little positive results, as most local authorities are perennial failures in accounting for public resources. This can be said about the Chess, Ondangwa and Leonardville local authorities, whose reports were submitted to the National Assembly by Finance Minister Ipumbu Shimi. Topping the list is the Okahau Town Council, where Kanjeke's team could not verify expenditure amounting to 96.1 million Namibian dollars between 2017 and 2018. Its books do not reflect its true financial position. With regards to the Ondangwa Town Council, the council could not explain differences amounting to 19.4 million Namibian dollars on the property, plant and equipment and cash flow statement, 18.2 million Namibian dollars received from customers, and 17.4 million Namibian dollars paid to suppliers. The Tess and Leonardville Village Councils got disclaimer and adverse audit opinions respectively. The auditors could not confirm the accuracy and completeness of fixed assets to the value of 16.5 million Namibian dollars, Kanjeke said about Chess.
The Wages Commission has announced that it will set new dates for public hearings on the proposed national minimum wage for Otjiwarongo and Swakopmund, as these hearings were cancelled due to the COVID-19 regulations.
The hearings were scheduled for 18 June and 5th July respectively. The Commission's chairperson, Maris Kudumo, in a media statement on Tuesday said the postponement is due to the Commission being cognizant of the strict COVID-19 measures announced on 15 June 2021, increasing COVID-19 infections and the need to strictly adhere to the measures. New dates and/or methods of conducting the outstanding public hearings in Otjiwarongo and Swakopmund will be determined by the Commission and communicated to the public. The Wage Commission has thus far conducted public hearings in Windhoek, Osinkel, Keetmanshoop, Gobabis, Katima Mulilo, Rundu, Enana, Oshakati and Opuwo. The last 2 hearings would have been held in Otjiwarongo and Swakopmund. The purpose of the public hearing is to afford individuals, institutions, employees, trade unions, employers organizations, and members of the public the opportunity to make oral presentations regarding matters set out in the terms and reference of the Commission.
It's time for the Business and Economics Roundup. In your sports news tonight, we commence with Euro 2020 news. Ukrainian forward Artem Besedin is out for the rest of Euro 2020 with a knee injury from a tackle by Sweden's Marcus Danielsson, a team coach said on Wednesday.
Danielsson was sent off after his attempt to track down a pass resulted in a stats-up challenge against Besedin during Ukraine's 2-1 defeat of Sweden in their last 16 knockout game. Bezdin is returning to Ukraine for test, said assistant coach Alexander Shovkovsky. We are no longer able to count on Artem Bezdin in our next matches, Shovkovsky wrote on Facebook. He is forced to leave the team and return to Kyiv for a full examination, he concluded. Ukraine faced England in Rome in the quarterfinals on Saturday. To show support, all Ukrainian ministers wore the team's yellow and blue jerseys in cabinet today.
Lionel Messi will have the option to bring his long-standing association with Barcelona to an end in a matter of hours.
The 34-year-old's champ no contract is set to expire on 1st July, leaving him free to move from the club where he has spent the entirety of his 17-year professional career thus far. Fortunately for Barca, that outcome looks unlikely, with recent reports suggesting that the Argentinian great is on the verge of agreeing fresh terms. Should Messi put pen to paper on that extension, it will increase the possibility of him joining the ranks of players who spend their whole career at just one club.
Your sports roundup is up next. That's all the news we had for you this evening. We thank you for tuning in. As always, give us a thumbs up and share. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Also, click on the notifications bell to stay posted on the latest happenings locally and globally. Once more, we urge you to mask up, sanitize, and adhere to all stipulated health protocols. Catch us tomorrow for your daily dose of primetime news. From myself, Selima Shimwe Feleni, and the entire team behind the scenes, it's good night.